Hello, this is a short review of the book Radical Acceptance. Everybody should read this book. I listened to the audiobook. And the reason that I got interested in the book Radical Acceptance is that there is a cognitive behavioral therapy and dialectical behavioral therapy practice, mindfulness practice called Radical Acceptance, and it's sort of an umbrella of different practices. And essentially what radical acceptance is just acceptance of whatever happens in life. There is always going to be change in life, loss, pain. It's part of the human experience and part of every living thing on this planet, and arguably probably in the whole universe. And so just acceptance of what is in this moment, instead of trying to push it away or distract or fight, like, oh, I'm feeling sad, I don't want to feel sad, I shouldn't feel sad, being sad means I'm weak, that kind of thing. So you don't want to feel that way about yourself. So it encompasses just acceptance of the present moment, acceptance of the present circumstances, self-compassion, compassion for others, compassion for all things, and just, again, acceptance of what is. Now, acceptance does not mean condoning, making excuses for, or saying that you don't want to change those circumstances. But one of the most powerful things, there's so many quotes, so many brilliant people have essentially said the same thing, that the first part of change is accepting what is. I haven't really I took a friend to AA one time as a support to her, but I haven't done a lot of the AA, but I imagine that, like, acceptance of the person having an addiction, having a problem with drinking, is the first, admitting that there's a problem is like the first step, isn't it? And that's really a lot of the road to radical acceptance, is understanding, okay, this is a problem, but it's something that is. It's a reality right now. Because a lot of the time we'll deny, don't they say the first sign of a problem is denial, right? So, or we'll distract ourselves, or we'll turn on the TV or Facebook or whatever. Like, we have so many ways of distracting and denying and pushing away the feelings. And sometimes distraction is an effective coping strategy, because that's another cognitive behavioral therapy practice as well. But being able to accept is the first step in being able to change for the better and to grow. So there's a whole bunch of practices and meditations and wonderful stories throughout the book Radical Acceptance. I highly recommend it, and it's probably going to be one of those books that I read every year or two. Dr. Bernie Siegel, who's been on the show a couple of times and is such a lovely and genuine man. That's one of the biggest tips that I got from him, is there are a few books that he reads every year, because just like an onion with the different layers, every time we grow a little bit, we have a new level of understanding. And so this is one of those books that you're probably going to want to keep on your shelf. If you loan it out to a friend, you're going to want to ask for it back so that you can go back again in a year or two and read it. So, Radical Acceptance. I want to send you lots of love. Have a fabulous day. Be well.